Welcome to Multifamily Live.
I'm Keely Rusi.
And I'm Jason Yarusi. Our mission is to help you unlock your full potential as a multifamily real estate investor.
So you can do more deals, bigger deals, with less stress, keep more profit, and free up your time.
Multifamily doesn't have to be a mystery. It's time to go live. All right, so welcome back to Multifamily Live. And so just have had a lot of time to just think and really just think about, honestly, where I am, where Peely are, where we are as a family, just today at this time, right? And just how much has happened, how much has accomplished, all the great things that happened, all the things that could have been better, all the parts that we've been using as part of our life to grow. And what I think about is that just how much time I actually spent living in the past, thinking about yesterday, thinking about moments in my life when you know, they weren't perfect, right? And getting stuck in those moments, getting stuck in these things that weren't the best of my life, but allowing that to set the narrative for not only my present day, but my future. To look forward and constantly be looking in the past, judging the future based on the past. And how many of you take your days as if the past is the verdict of your future? We look at what we're doing right now and assume that the past is our story for our future, because we get stuck in this past. I heard this thing the other day about getting stuck in the X, right? And it was a Navy SEAL who was saying that, you know, the one thing you have to do is constantly get off the X, right? Because the X, of course, if they're going out there on a mission, that's the place you don't want to be, because that's a target for somebody else, right? And when you get stuck in that X, it's the position that you get stuck in and ultimately could be your demise. Now, that's an extreme case, but it's not so much. It's really not that far from how a lot of us live our lives. We let our present and our future be the demise based on past occurrences. And when we think back about all these things that didn't happen or weren't our ideal. And okay, they did. But did we learn a lesson? Was there something of value? Was there something gained from that moment? It's something I read the other day. You know, being stuck in the past is like walking forward with your back facing forward. You'll always miss what's in front of you. And so true, right? We constantly are looking back about what happened. And instead of learning the lesson or looking back about the value of the time spent or just the good that came from that, even in these bad circumstances, we judge that and just are upset about that and allow that to contour our future. Being trapped in the past will eventually rob you of your future. That said is so true. We constantly think we're getting too old, it's too late to start, you know, we're not smart enough, we're not rich enough, we're not pretty enough, all based on past occurrences. When you're a baby coming out and you're just learning to walk, you're not worried about how you look, right? But today we judge everything we're doing based on what we see around you and what's happened in the past and people have told us. However, what if you can just look forward and say, today is my day to take action? Looking back and being stuck in the past, you can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep reacting to the last one. I love that. Just imagine you're reading this great novel, but every chapter that you're supposed to go to, so you read chapter 1 and you never go to chapter 2 because you just keep reading chapter 1. And the story of your life is not one chapter. It's many chapters put together. You know, I love this quote. Sometimes letting go is simply changing the labels you place on an event, looking at the same event in fresh eyes. I can think about so many things in my life. You know, friends passing away too early. You know, a long time girlfriend I had, you know, getting killed in a car accident. Just me getting hit by a bike. You know, family disputes. I can think about all these negative things in my life. And really just react as if the moment that I would despise or look at it for what it was. Look at the value and the time I spent getting to know these people. Look at the lesson I learned from you know, being hit by a car. There are lessons. Look at these events that aren't great with your family, but how that brought you closer together. Instead of looking at it as what was, what did you gain from it? Hanging on to resentment is like letting someone you despise live rent-free in your head. And that statement couldn't be more true. How much of us put so much emphasis on just being angry with someone or something else? And I mean, the funny thing is they're probably not even thinking about you. But we'll allow that to linger in our head and drive us crazy, or just, and it could be anything from a personal connection to something happening on the news, to the media, to the, to election, all these crazy things that allow us to dictate our thoughts, right? To live in our head, but it's not actually having any direct effect on you. Never let the past spoil your future. And as we wrap up today, I want you to think about all the things you're doing right now. Are they you grasping the future? Are they you targeting going forward, seeking the new you, learning from the past, building upon each moment of your life? Or is it living in the past, looking at what happened and letting that be the story that reruns in your head over and over and over like a bad nightmare? Tony Robbins says the past does not equal the future unless you live there. Now let that sink in. If you live in the past, that will be your future. Everything changes. If you want to stand still in today's environment, the world continues to evolve, even though we can't see it. The world is moving. Earth is spinning around. Everything changing, everything moving, everything evolving. And although many times things don't happen very quickly, we can see them, they are constantly changing. Today is your moment to decide right now, this very moment, that your past does not dictate your future. You are set for greatness. You are set to take and do and be big things. You are the best. You are made to win. The time is right now. You are in the best spot you've ever been. You're in the only place you need to be to get started. There is no better time than today. Your past does not become who you have to be in your future. You control what you say. You control what you do. You control how you think and what you act upon. So let's go. Let's start right now and take action. All right, that's all I got today. See you next time.